You
Even
put more buttons on my furnace? Bro, you're actually evil. Didn't even know such evil existed in this world.
didn't even know you were back home already, man.
The world shall know pain. I love digging a hole, bottomless pit, to nowhere, to the abyss.
Any bodies you plan on burying in there?
Just yours.
Rude. What did I ever do to you?
I don't know. Let's start with the buttons.
Hello everyone, my name is GizmoKosher17 and welcome back to episode 2 on DSSMP. And as promised, this episode is going to be a lot easier to follow along, I promise, and you guys are not going to be confused about anything that is happening on the server, like spontaneous eruptions of structures like this coming out of the ground. So I am starting and will be starting from here on out without Sunny for a while, about once per episode, about middle or towards the end. Him and I will be coordinating and having recording sessions synced up, so we'll be able to be on the world together for the end of the episode. With that out of the way, we can actually get started on projects and planning. So in the last episode, I went over the ideas I had for the base, but it didn't make it through into the actual video. So I'm going to go through that again just a little bit. This is a ravine that I dug out the back of the base, and it's going to take us right into this reservoir. And the whole point of it is just to add a little bit more ambiance to the structure here, to give it a bit more of an environment down there. It's going to be covered in moss and other plants, trees. Sides are going to be decorated. I have ideas. And these are going to be temporary. These are just templates. They're going to be there for just a little while I figure out what materials I use and how exactly I want them to look. But for now, this is where I want them to be. And I like the feel that arches give this little area, especially with the fact that there's going to be multiple bridges spiraling across the top of this area. With that said, though, for the beginning of today's episode, I'm going to work on the back of this area over here, so kind of in this general area. Work on making a farm, just a regular old farm, but one that looks nice over here. I'll probably build a couple of mill houses and whatnot, but something that is going to supply me food, because I have been absolutely sucked at playing Java Edition and keeping my food at the same level. So that is what I'm going to start doing. And just like that, this entire thing is completely finished. So this is just going to be our very simple over-the-terrain farm. It's probably going to give us a decent amount of food, considering that I have absolutely sucked at keeping food in this game. I really need one of these. I'm glad I made that. It didn't take that long, about 20 minutes to do this, and that's kind of how long I wanted to spend, because this is not going to be the farm that we use for the entire server, of course. This is just a starting farm. But for the rest of what I wanted to do, there were a couple projects, one of which was, of course, working on the base, but the other was messing with Sunny just a little bit more. And I think I have some good ideas on how I can do that. Right, so I have just finished doing the farm, and that is going to satisfy my food. But the next thing I need to satisfy is going to be the resources. I only have a single iron ingot, and whereas I'm not going to be using a ton of iron for things like redstone, since we can't use that yet, I definitely do need resources. So that's what I'm going to do. So wish me the best of luck, and I'm going to go ahead and get that started. And this is our draw. So we got this much redstone, which is quite a lot. I'm actually going to uncraft that so that you can see how many stacks. It's a little under 9 stacks, but it's quite a lot. So quite a bit of redstone to start off. Even though we can't use it yet, this is going to be stuff I'm going to hoard until I can use redstone, which is probably going to be after the next season. I do believe redstone is given back to us after season 2. Our valuables so far got enchanted golden apple, regular apple, diamond horse armor, some name tags, and my personal favorite, the music disc. Now I'm going to come over here and get rid of every single birch tree that I can find. Don't want any of that ugly, hideous, atrocious looking tree anywhere near my base. 3 grueling hours later, and now I can look upon this beautiful land with just this birch in sight. Oh, jeez. Now, not a birch in sight. I don't know who's planting these birch trees everywhere, but goodness gracious, stop planting them. There's another birch tree. Oh my god, they are endless. Now it looks nice. There was a lot of birch. It's a lot of fuel. I'm actually going to start smelting it right now. Next is a mission of utmost importance. It seems to me we do not have all the resources for this mission, so let us get the last of the resources. Item is obtained. Now I just need to smelt some iron. So under the night sky, we are going to do this. There are all the saplings, the baby birches of this world. Burn them. Now nobody can plant a birch tree. I'm gonna go make sure Sunny has none. Now the next thing I want to do for my messing around with Sunny this episode is going to be well, I have a lot of birch, so I feel like I need to use it. So I'm gonna go down and see what I can do with a bunch of birch. Like maybe I can place birch buttons everywhere. That would honestly be hilarious. I could place birch buttons absolutely everywhere in here. I can do the floor as pressure plates. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get a third-person time-lapse going for this portion. Let you guys see me pranking this guy's build-up. Is this going to be a daily episode thing? I don't think so, but I feel extra festive these extra few episodes. So these first few episodes, I feel like Sunny will either get really mad or he'll find this really funny. Either way, I think I'm going to put this down. And if he gets mad at it, I'll help him pull all this stuff up. I'm not that kind of dude. Can you move? Thank you. Such a respectful chicken. Alright, that is every available surface of his base completely covered in buttons and or pressure plates. Fantastic. This area I'm going to leave blank so that he is coming in here unassuming. I don't know where he is right now on the server where he logged out, but I imagine it's going to be around up here, or even if it isn't, it's going to be down here. Which this would be one hell of a thing to log into. Is this spectacle of birch. And I still have half a stack of logs. I'm going to burn the rest of it. Not the ritualistic way, but I'm going to burn it into charcoal, because that's the only useful case for birch. So whereas diamond tools for us are completely useless, we still can use diamond in crafting recipes for the enchantment table and the jukebox, and that is about the limit of our ability at this time. We cannot use diamonds for anything else. Same goes for redstone. I can't even use redstone to make a note block. So yeah, that's interesting. But because diamond has a useful case of being a set of armor and tools, we figured that diamond would exclude the tools and the armor from our usability until that season is over. Alright, so I crafted a jukebox. It does use a diamond, but it's not a tool, it's not armor, so I think it's fine. I like this one. This one's nice. I'm just gonna get some owls up in here so they can start dancing. Some parrots too. So I built a farm, which I have to go expand it a little bit. Built a farm, went mining, did a prank, got rid of a bunch of birch trees. Let's do some decoration, because this place sorely needs it.
You put more buttons on my furnace? Bro, you're actually evil. Didn't even know such evil existed in this world.
Didn't even know you were back home already, man.
The world shall know pain. I love digging a hole, bottomless pit to nowhere, to the abyss.
Any bodies you plan on burying in there?
Just yours.
Rude. What did I ever do to you?
Oh no. Let's start with the buttons. And the audacity for them to be birch buttons.
All right, so this is the main room that we have. I had a creeper blow up here, so unfortunately I'm missing some ceiling tiles. But so there's going to be a lectern right here, and you might be wondering why there's going to be a lectern here, and that's because we're going to be having a rule book that contains all the server rules and obligations that will be applying to every single member. And if the members go against those rules, then they will have to come to a meeting, and we decide whether or not the person needs to be punished or anything, of the sorts. Any rule in the book cannot be changed unless there is a complete vote of the people who are present to change the rules. So that's going to be kind of the stand up for the lectern in the rules. In the middle, we're going to have a map of what we have over here. This area is going to be what we have mapped out. Every base that we build is going to have a map, just like this, that contains the area around. Right, so since that last clip that I recorded, I got off for the day, and I got a text from Sunny saying that he left me a surprise. So I guess I'll go into the server and see what the surprise is. He wants me to go across a sketchy bridge. So let's go look for a sketchy bridge. I think I see the sketchy bridge. Where on earth does that go? Holy cow. I guess we'll go up the third mountain and see what's going on up there. So from way back here, I cannot see the end of that path. So I don't know if I can see the end of it. I also can't tell what's over there. It looks like a beachside. It might just be a beachside. Well, I'm going to go ahead and build up this and follow the path and see where the heck it goes. I'm not sure where Sunny went with all this. It's even snowing up here. That's how tall it is. It is the end. Well, whatever. I'm at the top now. I can get there easily enough without having to climb a whole ass mountain. But before I go anywhere else, I am low on food. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself a furnace and cook up the fish I caught on the way here. I just lost my furnace. Well, that sucks. Oh well, I got my fish. Let's see what Sunny has over here. I wonder if it's a village. It looks like it. I don't have Optifine installed quite yet, but it looks like. Right, so this place is a village. And if I'm reading this right, what I think what Sunny wants to do is to use this village as a source for a breeder to make an iron farm. Ooh, looks like he's gotten quite a bit of stuff in. Hey, obsidian. That's a really important way for us to get enchantment table next season. So this is very important. The only way for us to get obsidian, because we cannot use diamond tools until way later, is by natural spawn. So we already are halfway halfway there on the obsidian count. It's got some gold. Look at this dude. He's getting stuff. I don't know where he put all of them. Are they still all locked up? Sounds like it. There's one in here. He might have done a raid too. There's one in there. This guy looks like a nitwit. Unless they're both jobless. I can't tell with the texture packs anymore. I think these guys both are just jobless. Yeah, I think they're all just jobless. So that's cool. So we can use these guys for a breeder, which is going to be imperative for us to get an iron farm. We really, really need an iron farm. It's one of the things that we're going to be struggling on this server if we don't have very soon. Now, me and Sunny are very bedrock savvy, so all the farms that we've always built, it's always been on bedrock. And one of our favorites to build is the Toon 1 iron farm. It's a design that I followed on YouTube by Silent Whisperer, and it's a really neat design. It encompasses all the villagers in the base of the farm, with the farm being on top. The iron golems will spawn as normal, but you can use the villagers inside the farm to trade and whatnot. It looks like Sunny just got online. This is really neat. This is a milestone for us. We have villagers to bring back, and to my knowledge, there isn't really another village that's close by. He spent a long time yesterday looking for a village, and this is like the only place. All right, so I'm building a bridge going off of my base. I think you've probably seen it multiple times, that diagonal dirt line. That is the imagery for the bridge. So that's where the bridge is going to be, and I started building it. And on the end of the bridge is going to be a tower. Under the bridge is going to be an archway that allows people to go through and into the area where the garden is and where the passageway going to the spring is. All right, I think the base of my tower is done. I think I like the shape. Righty, so this is the next portion of my project, the wall. It is looking quite nice, and this is going to be the tower that connects to the wall. It's going to facilitate another portal that is not going to yet be activated, and we probably won't even have the obsidian for it until way later. But we plan on having checkpoints around each of our bases that facilitate this purpose, where there is another portal inside of it for us to connect in the end for another highway. People can go from base to base and check it all out. This, for the time being, is looking quite dull on the back side. I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the front. I'm just going to mirror on the back, and then I'm not sure about the design I'm going to do for the tower. I think for the tower on the outside for decor, I'm just going to have a couple of large arches going up the four sides to signify the cardinal directions. And on the four sides, I will have the cardinal directions. So north, south, east, and west. I think that would be a really cool detail to put on the side of these things. And they're 4 blocks wide, so maybe it's enough? I guess we'll see. I'll fiddle around with some pixel art and see if I can do a W with 4 blocks. I'm pretty sure I can. And that will be it for today's episode. It was a jam-packed episode full of decoration. We did a farm, we did this room, we did the wall. We are doing a lot on this world. If you guys really like the content that me and Sunny make, and you like this server, then please don't forget to leave a like. And if you really want to come back and see more of our content, then please subscribe and ring that bell. This will do me and Sunny a lot of favors, and I promise you're going to enjoy all these videos. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. My name is Gizmo Crusher, and I will see you in the next episode.